Full house. A friend of Dan's was coming, to visit. Someone has turned off a few lights in the house. Lights have been turned off, cannot be possessed. Guy, probably not expecting to hear from me, were you? I know I'm all surprises. Look, we're gonna head up the coast next weekend. We're doing the drive from LA to Seattle. I have an interview up there on Tuesday. And Kelly has a friend who's going to introduce her to some casting people from Vancouver. Can we crash at your place on the way up? We should be pulling through next Friday. I was thinking we could use it as an excuse to jam on our books. I want to see your new stuff and I have a draft I want you to take a look at. I'm way beyond knowing what's good and not with my work, so I could really use your advice, and you know I'll give it to you straight about your new book. Is there a title yet? Could be an opportune writer's workshop, I guess. Anyway, I think it'd be fun. Let me know.
No, I understand that.
Okay.
Oh, what if I...
So we know our movability. Keep telling Tommy inside voices he keeps not listening. Oh, that's off.
Hey.
I took Tynan up on the book jam. He hasn't seen a word of my new book, and fresh eyes are priceless. He bailed me out on Tramer's Way. I hope he understands how much of that book worked because of him. I still remember when we were walking to the pond, and he had the idea about using newspaper clips and police reports. Of course, no matter how many times I tell interviewers it was his idea, they just keep giving me the credit. Maybe they just want the tidy auteur version. Oh well, can't change that. Let's just hope he has an idea for this one too. Freddie can't get here soon enough.
That's literally it. What? Oh, I need to...
Good news! Mom called today with a change of plans. They made better time on the first leg of the trip than they expected, and they're coming to visit. Bad news, they want to come this weekend. Did Dan tell Tynan they could stay here for sure, or is that still up in the air? I'll ask after dinner. She sounded cheerful enough on the phone, though I can't help wondering if they took this trip because they hit another rough patch. I hope not. I hope they just want to see Tommy and have a classic Mears family feast. Though maybe seeing how they've ended up will be good perspective for Dan and me. Speaking of which, Dad better not get nosy. I've told him 1,000,000 times that my marriage is not his business. Maybe I'll try the thing Christine told me. When someone asks you something private, just say, "Why do you ask?" Put it back on them and see if they've actually got a reason to get into your business. Yeah, I've got to remember to try that. We'll see how he answers that one.
Oh, that's interesting. One of 3 clues found. Doesn't look like a book. Looks like something here.
Hey.
I talked to Davy's parents and they're okay with him sleeping over. They said they take care of Tommy some weekend in return. I know the timing isn't great, but maybe we can work something out. Let's talk when you get up.
Hey.
Are you heading to... No, you're not heading there. Is anyone in here? No. Check sofa, call Chamber of Commerce, hotels in town. Double check T&K trip when Dan gets back. Okay. Still searching the house for more clues. Anything in the bathroom? I always go to the bathroom. Dad better keep his mouth shut. Wow, okay. Now love, okay, this is the kid's really excited. Ooh, there's a letter. Oh, shit. Honey, I'm sorry it's been so long since my last letter, but we've been all over the place. Have you gone settled into that big house yet? I hope getting away from everything has been a help for you and Dan. I'm writing because, speaking of getting away, your father and I are going to take a road trip. I found some good AARP deals, and with your father only working part-time, it wasn't very hard to arrange time off. It's been too long since our last trip. I've always enjoyed changes of scenery, and as you're hopefully learning, it can be just the thing a marriage needs. Lord knows it's helped us. The trip won't take us close enough to the shore to come visit. I'm sorry to say, and if you write me back, we'll be gone before your letter arrives. We'll call if one of our motels has long distance, but if we don't get a chance to call, send my love to Dan and Thomas. You know your father and I want the best for you all. Oh, search memories for clues, and Dan and we still have to search the house. Dan has always got more stuff to search for.
Minute.
Let me call his mommy.
Can Davy sleep over?
Oh, that was close. We can use the blue sheets to make a sofa for it. I still need to find Dan's other thing. Well, since everyone's down here, might as well just go exploring upstairs. Oh, exit. Too quick, too soon. Okay, well now I know where the sofa fort is. Someone's coming up. I already read this, right?
I took Tynan up on the book jam.
Okay, yeah. Read that. Other thing does he have to read? I'm so thrown off. I can't find it. It has to be somewhere. Something I am missing. Kids going. Oh, I thought they were both watching TV. Where are they now?
Hey.
Hey, babe.
I don't know. That's gonna be right on top of her. In the meantime, where the hell is this other thing? I read that. I read the letter. Is that a note on the... Nope. I already got the kids. Where is Dan's other... Another...
Yeah, maybe
Search the house
No.
and his memories for more clues.
Hey,
Hi, Dad. Can't be. Vroom.
You read that. You can hear. Oh, here you go. Didn't want to bother you while you were working, but didn't want to forget again. But means to ask, have you found any ponds on your hike? Creeks, no rush, just curious.
Oh, wow.
Okay. So now I feel comfortable in terms of trying to get a view into their memories. You in here? You're leaving. Are they both going to be in here? Yes, they are.
Hiya, how's it going?
good.
Are you leaving? Leave. That's not creepy at all.
I'm checking to see if this is a fold-out.
I thought Tommy was sleeping with us.
We just got back from the funeral. It was even harder than I expected, but it was moving to see just how many people loved Grandma Jo. She really was a special woman. Dan was there every step of the way, even though we got in a lot of trouble for missing that book signing. I don't think it's fair how mad they got at him about that. It was a funeral. But I guess that doesn't count for much in the business world.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Your turn, Dan. Where's the kid? The kid's right there. I forgot I need to read her memories, but... the wife's memories. But there's an opportunity to...
Paul was mad, but he understood. It helped that I threw him a bone with the quarterly idea. I think it appealed to his competitive nature. He said he wasn't sure it would work, but I knew he was sandbagging. He probably took it as a personal challenge and called Brackett to pitch the idea as soon as we hung up.
Okay. Kind of sounds like it's coming from over here, so I'm gonna assume upstairs, in the parents' bedroom. Yep.
You can sleep with us.
What about Tommy?
Check those fishing poles. Maybe we can find a pond.
Maybe like.
Okay, and I need to read her thoughts. Where are you? Hey! Watch the ugly sweater Mom and Dad will give me so they can see me wearing it. Okay, well, I'm gonna go with
Hey,
Tommy's.
Mommy.
What, honey?
Selecting this sheet will choose Tommy's resolution for chapter. Dan and Linda will be disappointed, however, you discovered Dan, or if you've discovered Dan or Linda's desired outcome and haven't spooked them, you'll be able to find a compromise. Check fishing poles. Wash ugly sweater. Oh, here's the diary of Claire Bradford, September 5th, 1961. Maybe getting my thoughts down on paper will help make a list. That's what Mom always taught me. So, dear diary, here are all of the wonderful things about Roger. He's very handsome. He'll soon be working as a lawyer at his father's firm, though the job is no gift. He worked so hard in college. He might be the only person on Earth who loves music as much as me. He especially loves the songs I write him. His family has money, which of course shouldn't matter, but it's nice to feel secure. Who wouldn't want to marry someone like that? Okay, do I go with the in-laws or his work? Well, those are the... okay, so these are the fishing poles. Let's stick with family here, I guess. It's... kind of want to go with the whole because of his career thing, but at the same time, ugh. You never know. There's no... it's all about the hard decisions, right, in this game? Select the sweater. Okay. I just want to see... yeah, here we go. Diary of Claire Bradford, September 6th, 1961. I don't know why, but I feel like I can really get my thoughts together here. That's why this entry isn't going to be very fun. But fair is fair. I've already waited a day, and there's no use delaying it longer. Here are the not-so-wonderful things about Roger. He can be so self-absorbed, especially when he's working on something. No one will ever accuse him of having a great sense of humor. He's so predictable. Sometimes this makes me feel secure, other times I just feel so bored. I wonder if maybe he spends too much time chasing his father and not enough being his own man. There, now I feel rotten. I do love him very much. Everyone has their flaws. Are his so bad? Dan. Dan knew how important it was for Tommy to play with friends his age, so he grabbed the sheets and gave Tommy a few tips on the finer points of structural engineering and sofa fort construction. When Daddy came over, the two boys stayed watching TV and eating ice cream far past their bedtimes, laughing and playing until they ran out of steam and passed out in the fort. Linda was glad they were able to make room for everyone, but with so much going on in the house, she couldn't get as much as she would have liked to visit her parents. They were glad to be able to come at all, though. Linda didn't get a chance to pull her mother aside and see how her parents were doing. Dan hated missing a chance to get feedback on his book, and he found the company distracting. He tried to work through the commotion, but he never got into a rhythm. He couldn't even focus long enough to do small corrections, so instead he accepted the role of selfless host and spent the weekend running errands, not working.